Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. You know, excuse me a moment. You know, for some strange reason, my life focus has been on the human race. I don't know why. Sure, it has something to do with my upbringing. I'm sure it has something to do with my vulnerability when I was a kid, listening to the story about God and Jesus. Make a long story short, ladies and gentlemen, is this. I spent a lot of time trying to make a difference in the world. I've gotten old now. When I look back at it, it seems like I haven't made any difference in the world at all. That if there was to recognize any kind of semblance of a difference, it would have to be in me, just me. How I've moved from early stage to this stage. This stage meaning it seems as if I just have to speak for the human race. I see evil all around me. Even in that which we have considered as being good, I see all evil all the way through it. And with all of this evil, I don't see any way possible for the human race to be able to enjoy the life that God has prepared for you to enjoy. And it just seems to me as though people just don't know. There's nothing for me to try to condemn anybody. If you don't know, you don't know. And it seems to me as if you don't know. And if you don't know, when somebody else says they know, hell, they got to tell you. See, this is what I know, ladies and gentlemen. Every human being on the face of the earth, God prepared this earth so that you can live on this earth as if you were in heaven. That means that your needs, your wants, and your desires are met. That means you suffer for nothing that you recognize is needed to bring you fulfillment and satisfaction. That includes, but not limited to, food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, and a nice, wonderful burial. And then you can go flying around in space if that advancement is made. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what God has prepared that you would have to suffer for nothing, that you would live in peace and be prosperous and free and joyous and happy, that you can live your dream. This is what God prepared for you to do. And to guarantee that this is done, God made sure that all the resources are here, made sure that all of the people who would benefit from any of the resources are here, and that each of you, engage in the process, that you got a job, you got a career, something that you've chosen, something that you love doing, which will give you your greatest joy. And all of the people involved with the resources, you would never have to look around for anything. There ain't no shortage. No shortage of Medicare, no shortage of education, no shortage of anything that you need. And nobody is superior to anyone. And there is a wonderful life going on. This is what God prepared for you, but you don't know that. You let somebody come around and told you that money was key, that you got to have money. And in order to have money, all this other stuff happens. All this other stuff happens. Pursuing money and being afraid to die. Lying, cheating, stealing, hatred, racism, bigotry, poverty, crime, and violence. All that stuff happens when you pursue money. When I say that, I'm saying you're going after the way men like Trump, like Putin, like Charlie Kirk, all of those guys, hatred, racism, and bigotry. That's what comes when you put God on the side. God's way, everybody is satisfied. Everybody. And keep this in mind, in God's way, if evil come on in and attack one person and it's noticed, we deal with it right then. And if we don't deal with it right then, we know it's more difficult to deal with it if it's 20. And if it's 3, 3 billion, you know it's rough. But it's the same story. You got to do the same thing. So I got to say, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of work to do to receive the blessing that God has prepared for us. We got a lot of work to do. So that means that I'm gonna have to start telling it like it is. When the Republicans talk to you about what they can do for you, I'm telling you that they are lying. They are robbing you. When the Democrats talk about what they can do for you, I'm telling you they are lying. They are robbing you. And if anybody else is out there telling you anything, I'm gonna tell you they're lying. They're robbing you. And if the church is out there on the end title is telling you anything other than what I just shared with you, I'm telling you that they are lying. So what am I saying? I'm saying there ain't nothing else out here. You gotta get it right or you got it wrong. Getting it right, knocking out the pain and suffering from everybody. And this is our job. This is as an agent, as God's representative on earth. And that is what we're here to do, to grow, to mature, so we can represent God. Not all this other foolishness, not like the wild beasts out there in the fields eating each other up. No, we have matured. We have developed into an agent of God. And all this other stuff we identified, it got to go. It just got to go. So my job now, ladies and gentlemen, is to tell you that whatever you're getting, if they're not bringing you to the point where you got a job, you got a career, and having that job and having that career would entitle you to life as I described it. Now that's just starting. I'm sure it's much more than that, but that's just starting. So my job is to warn you wherever I go, whatever conversation I got, I want you to know that everybody's robbing you. Everybody, your mother, your father is robbing you. Your son, your daughter is robbing you. Your husband is robbing you. Your wife is robbing you. The government is robbing you. Everybody's robbing each other unless you're doing it the right way. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, there's no way around it. You are being robbed. You out there struggling from paycheck to paycheck, a no check, hoping to get a check, or got a check and still in debt. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this happens because you've been lied to. You've been lied to. Everyone has lied to you. The only thing that will work for you is what God has designed for you. And if somebody come and tell you that God got something that's designed for you and it doesn't work for all of you, they are lying. They are lying. I want you to know people are lying all over the earth. People are lying, lying, lying. They're robbing you. One way works, and that God way. And God set it up so it works for everybody. And if it's not working for everybody, then everybody's losing. And if anybody's an agent from God, you know it because they're singled out and people are trying to kill them unless they're trying to change the system. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so very much for your time. Goodbye for now.